Hey everyone, this is Jesse and we're playing Value Vintage today, a format that follows the vintage ban list with a $30 budget limit. Today I'll be playing through a league, 5 unknown decks emulating your normal Magic Online league. These players came from the Value Vintage Discord and are taking decks that they would consider for 1Ks. You can find a link to the Discord in the description. They share local events while also hosting online tournaments. Today is the 4th video of a series I plan to continue for the subscribers. For every 100 subs, I'll be doing a viewer submitted deck for a league. These decks are unedited from the player submitting, so any changes I want to make will be covered after the video. The challenge previously was built around a card of my choosing, but going forward I will be doing whatever deck you want to submit, no stipulations. We are close to 500, so if you're not subscribed, hit the button below. Today's deck comes from Doot from the Discord. Doot and I are big fans of the card Unruly Krasis, often abbreviated to Crundle, and have workshopped various different builds with this card. Today, he has submitted a list that resembles that traditional Simic variant, but playing everyone's favorite banned card, Nadu. While we don't have a combo around it, it is an aggressive flying threat that generates immense value. If you're looking for value vintage content, please consider liking the video and following the account, and let's get into the games. Alright, we have a match against Toad Brews. I think we've played Toad on the channel. He is a regular in the Discord and also does some YouTube content as well. We are going to keep this. We don't have blue for these, but we do have Once Upon a Time. So what I'm going to do is cast once. So I do want to get the Grove here. It kind of sucks because these elves are really good, but we can't actually pivot into anything if we don't take the blue source for a 3-drop on turn 2. So we'll take this, play Waterlogged to Grove, and then pass. Okay, we have Foreboding Ruins. I do want to play Tam here. I guess we didn't need to play this Waterlogged Grove so early because we don't actually need it till turn 3. So I want to do this so that way we can play our... Okay, so we'll probably lose Nadu here. Yep. Some type of Jund deck. We played an old-fashioned Jund. I like that. Here we're just going to play the Krasis. We're not going to attack with Tam. Tam, for anyone unfamiliar, is a Mother of Runes effect. A couple of Ignobles, sure. Obsessive Pursuit. When this enchantment enters at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life, create a clue whenever you attack. Okay, interesting. It's a little value engine. A lot going on here. So some kind of Jund deck. Starting to flood a little bit here. So we are going to deploy Guardian. I think since we have a mana sink here, we do want to push for damage because we can also give the Tam trample with Greenbelt. We also just have enough mana next turn that we can adapt the Unruly Krasis, make it a 7/7. So it'll be a lot of damage that we're pushing through. He definitely wants to kill Krasis now if he has the option to. Yep. Okay, drawing a card from the clue. So that's good for us. So we just might be, I think we just have lethal now. Oh, oh that's right. This can get lifelink. Lifelink to end a turn, right? Yep. Okay. Let's see how big this is. A 6/6. So, okay, we still just have lethal. We'll make this 7. Grow this to 7/7, so it's 14. All right, so we're gonna adapt 3. Combat. There's like some kids right outside of my house playing or something. All right, so had Xaxes there. It was a pretty powerful swing that turn, though. I'm not really sure what Toad's doing right now. It looks like some kind of Jund deck. We'll bring in these Baloths. Just in case they have, like, him. I like the Tam. Game might go long, so I kind of like Genomorph. Maybe these 2 Spell Piercers aren't very good. We'll cut those. Okay, this hand is a little slow. We are on the draw. We have double Nadus, so we're like insulated versus discard, so I think I want to keep it. We don't have a turn 1 play, but we do have Denial as a counter spell on 2 if he plays something like Obsessive Pursuit. Giganthic Companion. Okay, so he's not playing him. That makes this card worse. Greater Gargadon, huh? We'll just see what happens with that Gargadon. So, it's like Jund Sac. Don't want to forget about this. Okay, we're just going to jam Nadu. If he has an answer for it, we get a card out of it at least. Maybe Abrupt Decay. Assassin's Trophy, okay. We only have forests. We can't find a least painful or a less painful blue source. There's a world we gotta pay attention to how many permanents he has for this Gargadon. There's a second one. What our cheap trophy is now? I think it just got reprinted in something. Might be under $1 again. Could be worth looking at. Okay, so we have 5 mana. What I think I want to do... We still have some time. Let's do this, and we can leave up Denial and Mutation. If they do actually nothing, we do have Once Upon a Time that we can do at end step. There's a lot of mana. Bottle Cap Blast. Okay, so we're gonna let the Nadu trigger resolve. Oh. We're gonna denial this. We might just have to play this Bailoff next turn just so we don't take, like, lethal damage. I do want to start getting in here because we are going to have to start racing. These Gargadons are going to come sooner or later. Actually, let's do this a different way. Alright, so now we've kind of stabilized in a pretty decent spot. Mutation is also a pretty sweet counterspell when you have multiple creatures, because then it's hard to... well, I shouldn't say it's hard, but it's not as easily interactable as it would be whenever you only have one threat in play. This is absurd. Gee, I don't really want another Nadu. The forest, I guess. That is pretty good. Now we will deploy the rest of our hand. We will attack for 7. He's probably going to need to sack some things to Gargadon next turn. Just so he can have blockers. Because he has a draw step, but he has enough permanents to at least sack to this first one. Inquisition. This is kind of annoying. So this will be for 4. I'm sorry, for 3. Which it doesn't really matter if he pays for it there, because then he's just taking the spell Pierce of the Llanowar Elves. Yep. If I was him, I would buy Jacantha. We're getting the GGs from him there, so GGs to Toad. Yeah, too many Gargadons there. Gargledongs. So GG's to him. Pretty sweet deck. Looks like some kind of Jund Sac thing, but GG's to Toad. All right, now we have a match against Fork Boppy. Fork Boppy, friend of the channel. Hand's a little ugly. We do have a draw, and assuming that our elf does not get killed, we could play everything but the denials. And then a land off the top, especially if it's a blue source, just turns on everything, so. Oh, red, I don't like that. The boy is playing red. What is he playing? This looks like a Living End. Living End is probably bad for us. I think Dude only has 2 Soul Guide Lanners in his sideboard, which is messed up. Not sure which one's better here. Probably Pack Leader. We get in one with our Lenoir. It would be really nice if we found a blue source next turn. Yep. Yep. We might not get there, though. It might go off now. This is, like, unironically one of the tough things about the just straight blue-green variants of Crundles. Is, like, it feels like your mana, you, like, get less duels, and you don't want to play as many basic islands because you're on so many, like, elves. And then sometimes it feels like you don't have your blue. Oh, I didn't draw it. Okay, so probably in trouble here. You have a response here? Okay, no response. We'll play one of these Guardians. Probably seeing the Living End here. Yep. So Demonic Dread, Living End. We're going to check the revealed cards. So we are definitely dead. Oh, he's actually on Griefs. Wow. Okay. So good to know. But we will just concede here because we're not going to be able to come back from that. All right, yeah, getting into game two, we're bringing in these Soul Guide Lanterns. Only has two. Only two from Dupe. Unsubstantiate's definitely good versus the big creatures if Living End does resolve, and then bouncing Living End back to hand is also pretty good. I don't want to test the talents, I think. Let's see what we want to take out first. I like the Spell Pierces. I don't think this Tam's that good. Maybe these mutations are bad. I don't want like too many counter spells, I think, because eventually he's just gonna start playing like dudes. Maybe this isn't a Shuko game. I can't rely too much on like Nadu. We'll take out one of these green belts too. We'll try this. I would like to go first. Ooh, me gusto. We'll just pass here. We're playing kind of slow, but like ideally, yeah, he cycles here. So next turn we could Lantern, take Ceradon, and then still have mana up for Decisive Denial. If he wants to just like kind of jam out an early Living End. So we'll go Lantern. Then we can jam the Nadu next turn. We won't have access to the Decisive Denial in hand, but we'll have an open Soul Guide Lantern. Yep. Oliphant. Fantastic card. Pretty good draw there, too. Some kind of interaction over there, or playing around something, maybe. Maybe just thinking how to navigate this turn in the face of Nadu, but I feel like we're kind of in a comfortable spot. We have Soul Guide Lantern for the yard. We do have Spell Pierce. If we get to untap, we have Denial up. Sure. Okay, we're gonna play Coast. There's a good chance that we just cycle this Waterlog Grove this turn. We just got to start finding more pressure. A lot of cards in hand. You're not allowed to do that. Okay, well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna crack this now. See if we find like on. Okay, Krasis is good. We don't have anything for that though, so we're not. We are now at just this part of the game. The other nice part is here, We also just have lethal next turn because this is 14. Evoked, okay. It looks like we're gonna be a homie to Poppy just because he's one of the bros. But looks like those are stacked a little bit odd. Let's see what all he boarded in. Dead Gone. Yes, Furies. So we're gonna counter the Living End. Nami, please. So we're not gonna block. Go to 15. We'll untap. Now we'll go here. So we're gonna win that one. I don't like the Test of Talents. It's a card I was on the fence about. I think I like everything else, so we'll just run it back. Right, we will keep this. We have double blue for any counter magic. We'll open up with a once. I think I just want this Yavimaya Coast. I don't think we need another mana dork. And then most likely next turn we're gonna go Grove, cast Pack Leader, leave up Spell Pierce. We can actually wait a couple turns if we want to just make our land drops. We can just leave up Spell Pierce and Mutation. Stacked Graveyard that we can't really do a whole lot about. So I'm going to draw a lot of lands. Which isn't the end of the world because we have no mutation. I think here I actually want to attack with both. We don't really need the mana. My dog keeps losing her ball under the desk. Okay, nothing happened. Cool. I don't think, did we see Violent Out? I don't remember seeing Violent Outburst whenever he revealed his deck. Card's interesting. I think what we're going to do here is play Thran Portal on Island tapped. Reason we're doing that is because next turn we can play it, play the land, grow this for to make it a 3/3, and then we shorten the clock by a lot. Yuri, huh? This is just a hard cast Fury too, so we're gonna choose this guy. Okay, so we're gonna go Island. Grab this. The one thing that's unfortunate here is that we don't have a good counterspell for Living End. Like we have the Spell Pierce, but he can pay, yeah, he can pay the Spell Pierce. Rhinos. I don't think we care as much about rhinos. He could play land and play another Cascader. Okay, he can have his rhinos. I really want to cycle this Grove, but I think the 6/6. Oh wait, he's just dead, right? Oh yeah, he's just dead. This card's cool. I've read this card 1,000 times. Every time the dude recommends this card to me, I've never known this card has flying. Does this card look like it has flying? It has wings. Does it look like it has flying? Damn, GG's to Fork. That card's kind of crazy. Sweet build of Jund living in though. Been working on it before. Pretty cool. I can see Grief in his list and Fury also, but cool showcasing. All right, we have a match against Arcus Vale. We've played against them before, I believe. I know that they're like a newer player to VV, especially getting into the online scene, so it's pretty cool. We are going to keep this. Probably try to find a threat. Okay, so you have a Luris. Start with a once. They have Luris, so they could have interaction. We'll just find a Nadu. I'm probably like, damn you. We are not the bad guy today. We are playing fair Nadu. We're not the bad guy. Island, okay. So this should give us our window to Nadu. So it looks like some type of blue-white control deck, potentially. I was actually just working on this with Esper Thopter Sword, so might be something like that. Okay, swords, we are going to... We're going to pay full retail just so we can get an extra point of damage in. We're not holding anything. Nope, okay, well, now we are. Okay, alright. Alright. We're not going to pretend like that was a gift. Or wasn't a gift. Let me rephrase. Okay, sure. This is actually, for being like a newer player to the format, this is a smart play because Nadu Breakfast is very prevalent. So knowing that they could just die, cashing in that Soul God is pretty smart. It's probably a loose focus that they have there. I'm just going to go through the motions here. Okay, now we're going to start doing a little bit of different things. Mainly because I want to put the Shuko on Nadu last again. So that way it can attack for a point of damage here. Okay, we made our land drop. I don't know if we want to play anything else. What we can do, though, is we could put this back here. Didn't hit a land drop, which is fine. But this leaves us up with, like, multiple lands. Multiple lands, multiple counter spells up. I just want to be able to fade, Omen of the Sea. That's fine. I don't want them to wipe our board. Depending on what they do, too, we could also mutation and put... So we have 1, 2, 7, so we need to put 2 counters on a guy, which we could do. So if they go for, like, a depopulate or something here, we can repulsive, put 2 counters on a guy, and then just be able to kill him. I'm going to cycle one of this land here. Okay, got nowhere with that. Second Shugo's not bad. I mean, we're getting like immense value here, but like I also don't want to like play most of my cards right now. We're also like not hitting lands to like get the max value. Right. We'll go here. All right, now let's play a pack leader. Man, the fact that we are not like, whoops, the fact that we're not hitting lands is kind of absurd. Oh my god. Dude, what is happening here? How many lands are in this deck? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to combat. Well, let's see if we can kill him. Okay, yeah, so we started complaining a little too early. Needed our lanes right when we found them, so. Um, Post board, I don't really know what to bring in here. We saw Soul Guide Lantern, so that might be Thopter Sword, but just kind of looked like blue-white. I think I just want to bring in, like, Ceratops. Ceratops Cut Guardians. If it is Thopter Sword, then Guardians is actually not bad, because we can give our guys Trample. Hand isn't exciting, but we have multiple Spell Pierces, we have a Dork, and a Once Upon a Time. Plus on the draw. I drew a land, so let's see if we can hit a threat. That is a good one. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go play Shuko. There's a swords too, so we're going to play Shuko. And just in case he has removal, we'll play second Shuko. Artifact or enchantment removal, I mean. So we have Spell Pierce to protect. I think we can want to fight over this. If he has a Spell Pierce, that's fine. Yep, okay, got it. Let's go. See what it does. Ceratops. Okay, so drew some threats, didn't hit any other lands. We did hit this land, but it obviously came in tapped. We were down to like, what, 2 cards there when we cast this? Maybe 3. Now up on lands. All right, let's start it up. Now we will do Cam. Man, I feel like the bad guy. I don't even like this deck. I don't even like Nadu. This interaction, it's fine. At this point, we're just trying to keep our Nadu alive until we can find a second one. 3 blue. That's fine. We don't need the Elvish Mystic that bad. He plays Pack Leader, though. And we still have the mana for this. So we have combat. We're going to attack for 5. And now we have 7 cards in hand, 4 counter spells, and a hasty threat for next turn. Not a bad spot to be. You have an omen, my good sir. Yeah, just trying to fade Wraths, Swords to Plowshares. So here I'm going to cast this Once Upon a Time, just because we have the Spell Pierce still. Let's take the Littler Elves. All right, we are going to be kind. So 1, 6, 8, 11. So we're just going to try to cast this and end the game. Haste. We'll go to combat. Most likely see a Swords here, or Cathar Commando. So what we're going to do here... we don't need to pay any extra. We are just going to counter that. That should be 15. Or 16, actually. Okay, so GG's to Arcus. We kind of had really broken Nadu draws there, but nice showing of a blue-white Thopter Foundry control deck. All right, we have a match against Vacated Drake. They are actually the winner of the Richmond 1K. My assumption is that they're going to be on post. We'll keep this hand. Does have a turn 0 Once Upon a Time, as well as Elf into Krasis. What? What are we doing here? This ain't post. This don't look like post. What kind of sick world is this? Important. That's important. We got the Shuko. Can we find the Nadu? We cannot, but we can find a waterlogged grove. This Miracles. Okay, yeah. So now, since we have that, we're definitely just going to try to jam Krasis. Because we could try to dump our hand because we have this. We have the 2-card combo. Lose focus? Absolutely. I will not. Drawing a Spell Pierce is pretty sweet. Stuck on 2 lands, okay. We're going to try to jam the Shuko here. So if I'm Drake, I'm thinking, okay, this is probably Nadu. Dress down but no Luris is interesting. Really trying to find a land. Our goal is we draw untapped land here. Untapped land. Sweet. So we want to put this on the Krasis last. Genomorph is huge for next turn. Spell Pierce is huge. So we are going to grow this to a 5. So this is 10 damage. We have Decisive Denial. We also have Genomorph and a Nadu with a Shuko. So we got a lot going on here. All right, we're going to get that one. So fumbled on lands there, which was unfortunate. We're bringing these Ceratops. I'm guessing it's Miracles. Just like this swap here. Games are kind of fast with this deck, man. 8,000 clicks, but I feel dirty too. It feels dirty playing this. You know what I mean? You guys know what I'm talking about? Like, how am I gonna sleep tonight? We're gonna keep this. It's not doing Nadu things, but it is doing generic beatdown. Ideally, Once Upon a Time hits a dork, so we can go dork into Krasis. But also lets us go pack leader, right, Imago. Imago. I'm gonna go get me a snack. Okay, Nadu's not bad. Is it just second Nadu? It's probably not second Nadu. It's probably second Krasis. I still can't believe this has flying. That's the craziest thing to me still about this card. I've seen this card 1,000 times. Did not know it had flying. Okay, so on green, so probably part of their problems right on time. Probably part of their problems last game. We're gonna try to get Pack Leader out, actually. I think it'll get countered. I think Imago is a better card later. Ash Barons. We'll just go to combat. Okay. I'm just gonna play Elf and leave up Decisive Denial. Ideally, a land is in our future. Brain Surge. I think that's fine. Card is absolutely powerful, but it isn't doing anything here against us right now. Terminus, come on, guy. All right, well. We're gonna try to counter this. If they fight over this, it's not that bad. Lose focus. Yep. Right, we're just gonna slay him the boy. We don't have a way to. We don't have a Shuko, but what in the world is this? I don't remember what this card does. Okay, so it tucks something. So we're gonna get an auto trigger. So still drew a card. Yep. So passing. We're getting into a challenging spot because we're not hitting lands. Man, I just looked it up. There's only 18 lands in this deck. Less than ideal for non-elf draws. Also explains why some of those draws that we had with the Nadu, where we were just kind of drawing way too many things and not enough lands to put into play. Sure. We are up on cards. I'm not sure what the green is for. Oh, potentially Uro. Null Drifter, okay. Annihilator 1 is kind of rough. We could convert the Krasis into Kill Spell. I think it's going to be hard for us to beat Annihilator 1. Okay, so let's think about this. I mean, we have more threats, so it's not like it's the end of the world if we lose one. I think we start here. Start by attacking, see what they do. Okay, that's not the end of the world. Hmm. Just move the end step, see if they do anything. Because this is 8 damage, if we can protect it. Sure. I just think can block because it's a 1/4, a 1/3 flyer. That's crazy. I keep forgetting. That's pretty rough. Okay. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Moto. I think we have to let that happen. So we want a mutation here. If he has a counterspell, he has a counterspell. We don't really lose out on a whole lot here. Yeah, that's fine. Because we'd be losing our guy anyway to the swords. We're still, like, not in a bad spot. Like, it's a really awkward game, but... Brain Surge. We have to let them have that, because we need to deal with things that... We need to deal with the cards that, like, answer our board. They're not attacking. Okay. They're not attacking. I would like this cycle one of these. That's really awkward. I almost don't want to play it because, like... We could lose bad to Depopulate or a Wrath here. I kind of want to go Sanctum into... I mean, we could just play Krasis. Play Krasis, see what happens. And then I don't want to play the Sanctum now because... it just enters tapped. It's not like we can hold up for anything. Ugh. Yep. That might just be it. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna concede. Okay, so now we see they're on like actual like miracles. I don't hate unsubstantiate now. They only really have swords, so Tam isn't the best. Maybe Ceratops is too expensive. Just need to stay lower to the ground. We'll play first. Okay. Don't swords my elf on one guy. If he swords our elf on one and we don't draw land, we're done. we're packing it in. Fellas, it is on. It is on like Donkey Kong. This is what you call the smackdown. Don't do it. I don't know what you're doing. Okay, Porton. Okay, like that. Good for us. Good chance that we're going to see a swords in our future here. Okay. We're going to go for Nadu here. Swords the Krasis. Oh no, cycling. Okay. Probably doesn't like the cards that were on top with the Portent. So missed a land, which is kind of unfortunate. We're 1 damage off of lethal. Didn't hit a Terminus, which is good. You're about to say the tough part is here, like, you leave the Nadu in play. And then if you have the swords, like, you really need to get rid of this guy because he's just, like, massive. Dude, my kingdom for a Shuko. Okay, drew a land. So we have a 3-turn clock. We have multiple counter spells. I think we're just jamming. We don't want to cycle these groves. Now that we verified we only have 18 lands. Kind of bad for us. Uro, huh? Kind of like just unsubstantiating that. Just buy ourselves a turn. So we unfortunately don't have a play for this Uro. And I don't want to cycle to try to like hit another unsubstantiate. So unfortunately we just kind of like have to let that happen. This a Miracle Terminus? No, okay. An attempt at, perhaps. Okay, that's a pretty good draw. Just gonna beat. Now we have two different counter spells. We want to save Mutation for Uro if he has a second green. So he does have second green. Okay, so this is a world where we want to go here and here. And we want to leave up a single blue. So this is going to be a mutation for... Actually, we're going to get a Nadu trigger. All right, we won the match. Next. All right, so pretty sweet showing. I actually want to look at that list. Bant Miracles is an interesting take, you know, with Uro. But GG's to Drake, very sweet deck. All right, in the last match versus I'm a Feast. Haven't played them on the channel, but have played them in some of our online events. Hand's a little awkward. We are going to keep it, though, because we have the Shuko. So if we draw the Nadu, we kind of just go off. So we will start with Once Upon a Time. Ooh, Elvish Mystic, though. Maybe it's Guardian. I don't think we need the mana. Let's just find Guardian. So we're kind of showing our entire cheeks right now. So Lurrus Companion, blue-white. This most likely is going to be a Thopter Sword or a control variant. Wow, look at you, pal. Showing up right on time. That was a misplay. I actually hate this land. I think that was a misplay. That was not a misplay, okay. So do we want to run out our Nadu? I don't think we do yet. I think we're going to do is just play this guy, leave up Spell Pierce. The other thing this does is, like, we just have 6 power if this resolves. Sure. Land. Nice. We'll grow this guy. I'm going to try to jam Nadu. Let's see what happens. Counter spell. Let's go for the Spell Pierce. Has his own Spell Pierce. Okay. They had what he needed. Hits our Nadu. Still not in a terrible spot, though, just because we do have 5 power in play. One thing that makes us real soft right now is the fact that if he has a sweeper this turn, we have nothing we can do. Doesn't have a sweeper, but a Thopter Sword. That's not good. So we're doing this to push damage. Take them to 4. This is also a huge trampling threat now that they have to answer. Or put multiple swords in front of it to populate. No! Is this sorcery speed? I could have done that on their end step. That was bad. Probably just threw that here. Yep. Be a way we can win that one. Shoot. Okay. I like Varmint. For anyone unfamiliar. I do like Soul Guide Lanterns. Things I don't like. I actually like Guardian here. I don't like Tam here. Is Denial that good here? Let's try it like this. Be on the play. Ugh. We're gonna hope the spike a 3 off this once. Like a Nadu here is huge. We'll take the Crisis. Arcane Sanctum. I am a fan, buddy. See if he has an answer for the Crisis. We're gonna try to cast a Shuko. Alright, so now we're gonna attack. Blue black. Drown in the Lock. He has no cards in. Oh wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, in my graveyard. That's right. I know how cards work. All right. Portable hole. It's probably hitting the guy. Now we have lands. I'm gonna sack one of these. So we're doing this because it does represent lethal. Another drown, sure. Yeah, that was my fear, is that he was gonna have a second drown. Yep. Sword? No sword, okay. I mean, I'm pretty good. This is a third drown. Oh my god, dude. I will take them to 8. We can cycle another Waterlogged Grove. Luris. Nothing to buy with Luris yet. Okay, so first trigger from Nadu. We don't have enough to kill him. We can only take this to 5 power. We have seen half of the lands in our deck, though, which is funny. In the first 18 cards. Which is what I get for saying that, that we don't play enough lands. So we're going to let this resolve. Right? No, actually, we better not. So choose a creature we control. I'm going to pick this guy, this. We're just going to go all in on this. Sure. This is probably taking the Shuko, okay. Still the only thing, right? Yep. Pretty good. That's also good because now what we can do is we just need to hit 2 lands. I mean, that's also good too. So I just need to hit 1 land. Just need to hit 1 land. Okay. will attack. Okay. So now we know it is Luris. Thopter Sword control for sure. He has a lot of drown in the lock, so definitely want to keep the soul. I don't think we do anything different. Yeah, we're just gonna run it. Alright, bro. For the 5-0. Hand isn't exciting, but we'll keep. Nadu or 3-drop. Found the Nadu. Sure. Get the Nadu in play. Sword, sure. So this isn't great, but... We're going to let that resolve. Ooh, Lantern is good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to counter this. Oh, whoops. Oh, wait. So here, here. Sorry, I know there's not a lot of commentary right now, just doing a lot of thinking. Um, okay, so I have no idea how this game is going to pan out now. So kind of unfortunate. We're going to make him target the Soul Guide Lantern. He's targeting the Shuko. I think we could beat that. So less likely to target one of these elves with something. Can also do this. So this is fine. So the reason we don't want to do this is like we would get the Shuko back if he sacked the other. So now this is when we want to do this because he doesn't have mana. So he has 2 Thopters. I'm probably trading with the elves here. Unless he doesn't read this. Okay, so we're definitely giving this trample. Oh, wait a minute. This is 10, 12. This would only be 17 if I hit another land. I think that's fine. We're just going to wait. Because what I don't want to happen is he has a sweeper and we have, like, nothing to do. That's a GG, man. Okay. Love Thopter Sword. Thanks to Feast for bringing the this Esper variant. Did a lot of sweet things that game. That game was kind of crazy, but GG's to them. To end the video, our final record was 5-0, beating Jund Sac, Jund Living End, Blue-White Thopter Sword, Bant Miracles, and Esper Sword. If you haven't had the thrill of casting an elf into Krasis, you need to try it out. The card is very powerful, and with the increasing price of swords, it becomes harder to answer with traditional removal. Amaga was also a card I was very surprised with. I'd like to see 1 or 2 more lands in the mana base, as that was a bit of a concern with it. But specifically something like Lair of the Hydra that can cast a Dork and still attack. And lastly, Nadu is busted. No further notes on that. If you liked the video or have something you wanted to share about the league, the recording, or the gameplay, please let me know below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.